Theory: why Drake may own a percent of Kendrick's and other artists' publishing. Fans have started speculating and are trying to put the pieces together. Joe Budden podcast sparked a theory the other day that Drake may own a portion of Gamma Music Company and get splits from the artists signed to them. Besides Gamma, it's also plausible Drake gets splits from UMG artists. Here's some reasons as to why these could be true. First, let's take a look at the artists beefing with Drake and who they're signed to. Rick Ross, MMG, Gamma. NAV, Republic, UMG. Weekend, Republic, UMG. Metro Boomin, Republic, UMG. Kendrick, Interscope, UMG. ASAP Rocky, RCA Records, Sony. Future, Epic Records, Sony. Now let's start with Gamma, owned by Larry Jackson. Budden says while forming Gamma, Larry told him his plan: to find the Avengers and create a content mega house. Drake is speculated to be the Nick Fury of this Avengers, in that he's the one getting shit moving and happening. Keep in mind, Larry Jackson has known Drake since he worked at Apple before forming Gamma. Drake, Apple, and Larry have been good friends for years, with Drake even having an Apple Music deal. If Larry was going to pick anyone to be his Nick Fury, Drake makes perfect sense. Here's the list of Gamma artists. Funny enough, multiple of these are people who Drake has recently collabed and surrounds himself with. Sexy Red, Four Bats, etc. Budden also called Larry Jackson during his podcast, and Larry commented that he thought the cease and desist was funny. On top of that, Ross partnered with Gamma in September 2023. His collab album with Meek released a month later. Drake hardly promotes his own music on socials, let alone his peers, but he did post this album on his IG stories. Meek even said Drake was supposed to be featured. Besides that, Drake has also made it evident in various lyrics throughout the years that he has ownership, partial ownership over some of these artists. He also sounded very confident in his recent diss track, focusing heavily on contracts. Drop and give me 50. Now let's focus on UMG. In 2022, Drake inked a huge $400 million+ deal directly with UMG, who owns Interscope, Kendrick's label. It's stated as one of the biggest deals in history. Michael Jackson previously held the record for the largest music deal, his being $250 million from Sony. Keeping the topic of MJ, we obviously know Drake compares himself to the pop king often. Michael Jackson also had ownership over various artists' catalogs. Gamma and UMG are the owners of Republic, Interscope, MMG, and various other subsidiary companies. The Weeknd, Rick Ross, Nav, Metro Boomin, and Kendrick Lamar are all signed under these companies. Could this be why they're all mad at him? Is Drake getting a piece of everyone's pie? The full details of Drake's UMG deal were never released, but given that it's the biggest music deal ever, it could be possible Drake received more than just money. Just to re-clarify, this is all speculation. If you made it this far, I love you. Let me know your takes on this.